Let's talk about chemical pesticides in the home. Nobody wants ants or roaches or termites in their house. And especially people with small children, it's hard to know what to do. You want to make sure your child crawling around doesn't put some kind of pesticide in their mouth, but you also don't want your child exposed to these kinds of pests. So what are some friendlier alternatives?
Well, much as with air fresheners, the thing to do is to go to the source of the problem. So, if I had ants coming in my window, I discovered they were coming in the window of my kitchen because my compost pile is right outside. So I went out and put some borax around and orange oil around the compost pile, and that stopped the ants from coming in. So pesticide use is, alternatives to pesticides are very pest specific. But the good news is that there's lots of resources to find out about that. Here in the Bay Area, there's something called Our Water, Our World. This website, ourwaterourworld.org, has fact sheets on specific pests and the things that you can use to get rid of them, either prevention or trying to avoid having the pests come into your house in the first place, or something else that you can use. So those differ depending on what the pest is. I happen to use the example of ants because they've been very common around here lately, and I know they're all over the country. But I know, for example, I had something grow on my apple tree in my garden, and I had this sense that I wanted to spray it full of chemicals and kill it, but I ended up spraying the tree down just with water, jets of water to get, it was a fuzzy growth on some of the leaves that I didn't know what it was, but have managed to eliminate it. So it takes a little more work. But also, if you're concerned about the specific hazards of specific pesticides, Pesticide Action Network North America has a great pesticide information database on their website, and that's panna.org, P-A-N-N-A.org. So those are two resources, one for the hazards itself and then also for the alternatives.
If you Google integrated pest management, would that turn up anything?
Integrated pest management, I have done that Google search recently actually, because a friend of mine was asking about what to do about termites in a wood pile. Integrated pest management has been very much targeted towards landscapers and institutional folks. So if you're concerned about pesticides being used around your child's school or in your office complex or something like that, integrated pest management is a great resource that you can look for materials and give them to your landscaper or your building manager. But for pesticides in the home, yeah, there's other options. Integrated pest management tends to be more of an institutional